This is your Hdsr Sports Report, covering our area's schools, teams, athletes, and sporting events. The Barstow Aztecs turned to J.J. Applewhite and their go-to man, Nicholas Goa, to score the touchdowns in the Aztecs' 13-12 victory over Emmanuel in the CIF Southern Sectional 4AA title game. Junior quarterback Jarvis J.J. Applewhite opened the scoring, running for a touchdown from 20-plus yards out in the first quarter. Senior running back Nicholas Goa ran 72 yards to score the game winner in the third quarter. Senior Oscar Elijah Sanchez kicked the all-important extra point that sends Clay Lillamena's Aztecs advancing to the Division 4AA state championship game against Sutter, the game to be played at Buena Park High School. We flash back to high school headline makers 8 seasons ago. The Apple Valley Sun Devils placed 3 players first team on both the All-Mojave River League offensive and defensive teams. 3-year starters Kai Merchant, Mike Dunn, and Grant Smith. 4 members of the Sun Devils O-line: tight end Kai Merchant, 11, the 6'4", 275-pound Grant Smith, 53, center R.J. Hayes, 65, 6 foot 255, and guard Michael Dunn, 66, 6 foot 265. These 4 seniors paved the way for the skilled players to rewrite the Apple Valley record book, setting 11 new marks, including most points scored and most total yards in a season. Senior wide receiver Kashawn Griffin is the only repeat selection as first-team All-League on offense. The 6', 175-pound Kashawn Griffin caught 11 touchdown passes, a single-season school record, and added 4 touchdowns on kick returns, 1 rushing, plus another on a pass interception. His 19 career touchdown receptions are a school record. 3 Apple Valley juniors are first team on offense. Quarterback Jeff Widener set school records for passing yards in a season, and his 35 touchdown passes, most in one season for a Sun Devils quarterback. The 6'2", 185-pound Jeff Widener ran for 7 touchdowns, accounting for 2,687 yards in total offense. Sun Devils' leading ball carrier and scorer, Donovan Ferguson, led the team with 18 touchdowns and 1,377 rushing yards. The 5'10", 160-pound junior averaged 8 yards a carry and was a dangerous threat as a pass receiver out of the backfield. Fellow junior and wide receiver Xander Witt rounds out the 4 skill position players named first team All-MRL. The 5'10", 175-pound Xander Witt caught 30 passes, 10 for touchdowns, and led the team with 686 receiving yards. The Mojave River League champion Sun Devils placed a total of 9 players first team on offense when you count punter and place kicker Isaac Miles. The punter and place kicker are listed as defensive selections, but I've always considered them offensive weapons since extra points add to your offensive total and the team is in offensive formation when the punter goes to work. Isaac Miles' work was magnificent, a school record 53 points after touchdown in 56 attempts, while averaging 42 yards a punt. Hesperia's 1,000 yards rusher, Law Williams, is first team All-Mojave River League. Law Williams had 7 100 yards rushing games and scored 7 touchdowns his senior season for the Scorpions. Oak Hill's leading ball carrier, Martinique Finn, one of 3 Bulldogs receiving first-team honors on offense. 5 of the 5'10", 170-pound juniors' 8 touchdowns come against Mojave River League opponents. Martinique Finn is joined by tackle Jason Rodriguez, 75, 6'6", 314-pound junior, and wide receiver Nate Palmer, 14. The 5'11", 185-pound seniors' TD receptions included a 90-yard touchdown against Apple Valley. Serrano has 3 first-team selections on offense. Running back Nicholas Reed Casey, the 5'11", 187-pound junior, scored 10 touchdowns, 7 against MRL opponents, including 3 against Burroughs. Diamondbacks' first-team All-MRL tight end Matt Lowe, 85, is a 6'5", 225-pound sophomore. Also first team for first-year coach Casey Mahalchek, interior lineman Scott Pasquale, 70, 6 foot, 270-pound senior. Burroughs quarterback Austin Griffin is named Mojave River League Offensive Player of the Year. Griffin led the MRL runners-up Burroughs to the CIF Division IX championship game, throwing for 2,787 yards and 32 touchdowns and adding 8 rushing touchdowns. Favorite receiver Bryce Pippin, a junior with 76 receptions and 16 touchdowns, and senior interior lineman Wyatt Soto, 52. Also, first-team All-MRL selections. Sultana is represented on the All-MRL offensive team by second-team selections, senior quarterback Mike Mendoza, junior wide receiver Sal Hernandez, and sophomore interior lineman Jeru Pele. Defensive coordinators will have their hands full next season. 7 of this year's first-team selection players at skill positions return in 2018, including 3 of the 4 running backs. Apple Valley Sun Devils dominate the Mojave River League 2017 Defensive All-League team, led by a pair of players, Seth Baker and Kai Merchant, who have been All-League 3 straight seasons. Safety Seth Baker is Mojave River League Defensive Player of the Year. Seth Baker has been All-League at the safety position his sophomore, junior, and senior seasons. This year, the 5'10", 175-pound Seth Baker registers a school record 186 tackles, 42 solo tackles among them, 12 tackles for a loss, 3 interceptions, and 2 blocked punts. Seth Baker broke Mason Kelly's record for career tackles, now at 432. He averaged an incredible 14 tackles a game his senior season. Seth Baker's 8 career interceptions ties the school record. His personal goals in preseason comments?
Just being a captain and just leading my team out there, being more vocal, and just getting a championship.
Mission accomplished. His comments after winning at Serrano?
Feels great. I mean, we couldn't be any more happier, sir.
The Sun Devils' lightning-quick 3-5 defense deploys 5 linebackers. Inside linebacker 11, Kai Merchant's selection marks his 3rd season being named first-team All-League. 13 solo tackles, 8 for a loss for the 6'1", 180-pound Kai Merchant. His comments following the landmark win at Serrano.
It's amazing. Serrano's a really good team, and we just came out and played our hearts out like we played with Oak. We just had to come out here. It's amazing. I have no words for it. It's hard to explain. Thank you.
Kai Merchant had a season-high 19 tackles in the Sun Devils' CIF semifinals game. Outside linebacker Francisco Reyes registers 16 solo tackles and 6 sacks his senior season. The 5'9", 165-pound Reyes describes the mindset going into the Serrano showdown, his top game, 16 tackles against the Diamondbacks.
We just had to compete, get this W. We came in with a strong mind, knowing that we were going to play hard, come down on defense.
Inside linebacker Jacob C., 42, shared team-high tackles for a loss honors with Seth Baker with 12. The 5'11", 165-pound Jacob C., another of the 3-year starters for Coach Matt Rohrbaugh's defense, whose top individual games came against toughest opponents. 12 tackles against Serrano. 14 tackles in the CIF semifinals season finale for Jacob C. The only Sun Devils junior named first team All-Mojave River League on defense, outside linebacker Chad Smith, 10, listed as a defensive back on the All-League team. Chad Smith may well inherit Seth Baker's title as the hardest-hitting Sun Devil defender next season. The 5'11", 175-pound two-way starter comes up big in the team's biggest wins, scooping up this fumble and putting the Sun Devils in position for their first touchdown in the 14-7 victory over Burroughs. Defensive lineman named first team All-MRL for the Sun Devils, Michael Dunn, 66, 6-foot 245-pounder, and Grant Smith, 53, 6'4", 275-pound team captain and 3-year starter who is being courted by Black Hills State College in South Dakota. Serrano Diamondbacks named first team All-MRL include defensive end Vince Rollins, 52, a first team selection for a second year in a row. The 6'3", 250-pound Rollins led the Diamondbacks in solo tackles and tackles for a loss. Senior defensive back Trent Birch, 3, is first team All-MRL for first-year coach Casey Mahalchek's Diamondbacks. Trent Birch was an all-league selection in baseball last spring. Burroughs linebacker Brock Mather, 55, is first-team All-MRL a second straight year. The 5'11", 205-pound Burroughs tackles leader is the son of head coach Todd Mather. Senior defensive back Bryce Moore, 32, is also a first-team All-MRL selection from Burroughs.
48.
Sultana cousins Tyler and Justice Pele are first-team All-DSL. Linebacker Tyler Pele is a repeat selection. Tyler Pele averaged 14 tackles a game. Justice Pele, 53, is a 5'9", 250-pound sophomore defensive lineman. Justice Pele's brother, Junior Jeru, is a first-team offensive lineman. Oak Hills places 2 defenders on the All-MRL first team, 6'2", 295-pound tackle Reggie Gaines, 52, and Bulldogs defensive back Justin Montijo. Reggie Gaines had 22 solo tackles for Coach Robert Kistner's Bulldogs. Fellow senior Justin Montijo, 5, led the team with 32 solo tackles. The Hesperia Scorpions are represented on the All-MRL defensive team by Darius Glover. The 6'5", 225-pound junior is one of only 3 underclassmen named first team All-League on defense. The top of their class, All-Mojave River League football defensive team, is presented by Valu Quality Truck Bodies, family-owned and operated since 1954. Valu Quality Truck Bodies, supporting teams, schools, and athletes throughout the Victor Valley. The Victor Valley College Rams have 13 players named to the 2016 American Mountain Conference All-League team. 6 players are first-team selections. Lead blockers, center Andrew Regan, 72, and Anthony Palomares, 71. Running back Sean White, the ball carrier. The O-linemen are sophomores. Regan, 6'2", 280, out of Collinsville, Mississippi's West Lauderdale. Anthony Palomares is a repeat first-team All-League selection. He is 6'3", 300 pounds, former Warrior at Riverside's Patriot High School. These veterans led an O-line that paved the way for VVC to average 149 yards a game on the ground. Early on this season, Palomares spoke of the challenges facing this year's Rams O-line.
For the offensive line, it's simple. We just got to be physical and just relax. I feel like we're a little anxious, in the beginning of the game, but as the game goes on, we settle down. But the biggest thing is we need to be physical and just know what we're doing on the field.
Sean White is the Rams' leading ground gainer, 581 yards rushing, averaging 4.5 yards per carry. The 5'9", 225-pound Powerball scored 3 touchdowns. The first-year, first-team All-League running back was the most sure-handed Rams ball carrier. He lost only one fumble all year in 129 carries. Sean White is from Henderson, Nevada's Basic High School. Fellow freshman quarterback Sam Taylor threw for 1,608 yards and 16 touchdowns to earn first-team All-League honors. The 6'1", 170-pound former Silverado Hawk added 2 touchdowns on the ground. Sam Taylor is the third consecutive Victor Valley College Rams quarterback to earn All-League honors, preceded by Sam Allen last year and 2014 American Conference Offensive Player of the Year Paul Mraz. Tight end Shaquille Brown is a first-team All-League selection. The 6'3", 200-pound freshman is a converted All-League quarterback out of Adelanto High School. Brown caught 27 passes for 503 yards and 3 touchdowns. This 64-yarder came against San Diego Mesa. Brown averaged 19 yards per pass reception. The success of the 2016 Rams due in large part to first-year players like Shaquille Brown thrust into key roles and responding with outstanding seasons.
It's been a tough year all the way around. You know, we have fought through so much adversity. We have so many guys who've had to step up and play a major role that really shouldn't have had to this year. We're a very young team. It just bodes well for our future.
Safety Dana Jenkins, first-team All-League as a punt return specialist. The freshman out of Victorville's Silverado High School returned 13 punts for over 200 yards and 2 touchdowns, one an 84-yarder. Jenkins averaged 16 yards per punt return. Dana Jenkins is 6'2", 195 pounds. From his defensive back position, Dana Jenkins recorded 42 tackles, 23 of them solo. 5 other defensive Rams and 1 all-purpose player, also American Mountain Conference All-League selection. Linebacker Cornelius Ball, 33, and safety Tyrese Myers, 4, are the 2 sophomores earning All-League honors defensively. In tackles per game, 5.4. The 5'9", 220-pound middle linebacker is from Greenville, Alabama. He was credited with 1 sack and 10.5 tackles for a loss, 22 tackles of the solo variety for number 33. Tyrese Myers is another of the defensive standouts out of Silverado High School. The 6'1", 195-pound safety registered 31 tackles, 15 of them solo. The Rams' leading tackler on the year, 17, defensive end Harold Bell. At 6'4", 235, Bell rang up a team-high 53 tackles, 6 sacks among his 31 solo tackles, both tops on the team. Harold Bell, a Rams freshman, attended Arbor View High School in Las Vegas. Defensive tackle Kendall Blakely, 44, is an All-League selection, 8 tackles for a loss among the 6', 270-pound freshman's 41 tackles. Kendall Blakely, another Nevada product out of Henderson's Basic High School. Malcolm Bynum is American Mountain Conference All-League in the All-Purpose designation. The Syracuse, New York freshman began the season at wide receiver, but was switched to running back when the core of ball carriers became depleted. Bynum responded with outstanding performances, carrying for over 500 yards rushing, while finishing the season the team's leading pass receiver as well. Malcolm Bynum led the team in touchdowns with 13, 7 rushing, 6 receiving. As a ball carrier, he averaged 6.5 yards per carry. At 5'10" and 180 pounds, Malcolm Bynum is one of the most versatile and talented and hardest-working ball players Coach Dave Hoover has returning to lead the 2017-2018 offense.
He's just such a competitive kid. Unbelievably talented. You know, he, again, you know, we expect great things from him in the future.
Completing the Rams All-Conference Players of 2016, here's the kicker. Make that plural. The kickers. Place kicker Austin Williams and punter Eric Parra. Parra was punting for Desert Sky League champions Barstow a year ago. The 5'7", 202-pound Parra averaged 36 yards a punt. This 57-yarder, his longest. Place kicker are freshmen. Both kickers, 4 skill players on offense, and 5 defensive standouts. The Victor Valley College Lady Rams get a 30-point performance from Tania Hill in this outing against the Lady Wolverines of San Bernardino Valley College. The 5'9" forward out of Silverado is turning in an all-conference performance. Her freshman year, Tania Hill was a 3-time All-Desert Sky League selection for the Lady Hawks. She is averaging 19 points a game in conference play for Coach Ricky Thomas's Lady Rams. That's the second highest scoring average in the Foothill circuit. Tania Hill's 30 against San Bernardino Valley College, not her season high. She scored 33 in a tournament game against Fullerton early in the season. Tania Hill on the drive, throws it up and in. Tania Hill hits a pair of free throws to pull the Lady Rams within 3, 12-9. There are 3 minutes to play in the opening quarter. Tania Hill, 76% from the free throw line on the year. The Lady Wolverines go on an 8-1 run to lead 20-10 at the end of one. Elisa Villanueva to Tania Hill, whose quick release produces the three-pointer. The Lady Rams score the first 5 points of the second quarter. Tania Hill's next basket is from close range, the drive shot, but San Bernardino Valley responds with an 8-0 run to build a 28-15 advantage. Elisa Villanueva, sophomore out of Valley, will get the assist on the pass to Tania Hill, one of 4 three-pointers this game by Tania Hill. Tania Hill to Jada Williams just inside the arc. Jada Williams comes off the bench to score 15 points this game, her season high. Lady Rams within 6, 30-24, with 4 minutes to play in the first half. The Tania Hill drive shot puts the Lady Rams within 4, 30-26, at the 2-minute mark of quarter number 2. Elisa Villanueva finds an opening in the Lady Wolverines' zone defense. Nothing but net. These are the last Lady Rams points of the first half. Tania Hill continues her sharp shooting the second half. 18 of her 30 come in the second half. Tania Hill continues her torrid scoring pace when the Lady Rams journey to Barstow, taking on the Barstow Community College Lady Vikings. Tania Hill's first half output is extraordinary. 25 points in the first half on her way to a second straight 30-point performance. Erin Ortega brings it up court against the Lady Vikings man-to-man defense and sends the assist to Tania Hill, moving to the basket. The Lady Vikings' first points come when Denetra Pollard makes the steal. Chanel Lyle scoops it up and scores on the layup. Tania Hill gets the screen from Bree Loftus and scores her second basket on the drive shot. When the 5'9" freshman takes a tumble, she reveals her game-time persona with the ability to chuckle at her own misstep. Erin Ortega with the three. The Victor Valley College ladies go up 7-6, 3 minutes in. One is Erin Ortega, second-year starter out of Hesperia. Tania Hill, who was playing for Silverado's Lady Hawks this time a year ago. She runs down the first missed shot taken by the Lady Rams. 21, sophomore Alyssa Villanueva out of Valley. Tania Hill fires it from beyond the three-point line for the first of her 4 from beyond the arc this day. 10-6 Lady Rams. 12 is Jada Williams, first off the bench for Coach Ricky Thomas. The Jada Williams assist to Tania Hill, making it 2 in a row in the three-pointer category. The Lady Vikings get their second early basket off a takeaway. Jalen Price Johnson, the steal and the layup, pulling the home team within 2, 13-11. The sophomore out of Shadow Ridge in Las Vegas scores 11 this game. The Victor Valley College lead is 3 on the Tania Hill free throw. It's 14-11. We have 4 minutes left in the first 10-minute quarter. Inbounds assist from Erin Ortega. Tania Hill underneath. Lady Rams up 5, 16-11. Tania Hill on the move, into the paint, up and in. From the floor this game, 11 of 22. Under a minute remains in quarter number 1. Stephanie Delamy, the 3. This ties the score at 18. A Lady Rams free throw gives Victor Valley College the lead 19-18 at the end of 1. Jasmine Green's 3 first points of the second quarter. It gives the Lady Vikings their first lead of the game, 21-19. Lady Vikings amid a 15-5 run. Tania Hill will hit 2 more three-pointers in succession, this one drawing the Lady Rams back within 5, 30-25. Tania Hill's sharp shooting from long range keeps Victor Valley College close. Barstow College 33, Lady Rams 28 after this 3. Next time down, Tania Hill works her way inside. This basket brings the Lady Rams within 3, 33-30. Just under 3 minutes remain before halftime. Working for the last shot, Alyssa Villanueva gets the short jumper off and scores the final points of the first half. At the intermission, Lady Vikings 39, Lady Rams 32. Barstow College will outscore VVC 15-6 in the third quarter and will win, going away 68-51. The Lady Vikings clamp down their man defense and smother Tania Hill the second half. Bree Loftus with the strong play and basket here. The 5'11" Rancho Cucamonga freshman will have her biggest game under the boards this day, 16 rebounds. All of Tania Hill's second half points from the free throw line. She finishes with her second game in a row, scoring 30 points. Flashing back to headline makers years past, presented by the Holiday Inn, Conference and Convention Center for the High Desert, and favored destination for travelers and visitors to the Victor Valley. Your High Desert Sports Report is brought to you by Down Home Grill, corner of Bear Valley Road and Ridgecrest Road in Victorville. Bid fast and last. World-class auctioneers. Valu Quality Truck Bodies. Joseph W. Brady's Bradco Companies. Iwanzak Law Firm. Trial lawyers for serious problems. We Got 'em Tees, your headquarters for custom screen printing and mastercraft embroidery design. And by the Holiday Inn in Victorville, Conference and Convention Center for the Victor Valley. The Holiday Inn supports our area's teams, schools, athletes, and sports programs. That will wrap it up on this edition of your High Desert Sports Report. On behalf of Victor Valley TV and Victo Sports Productions, thank you for being with us. We hope you'll be joining us again next time around.